America! Well, it's always a good day to be an American. Welcome to the show. My name is Alex Cajones, and this is America Weekly this week. We got a lot of ground to cover tonight. As y'all know, our channels were slacked, hacked, and cacked. They were deleted by the CIA or the FBI or somebody like that with nefarious intention. And now we got nothing. But we ain't gonna quit the fight. We're gonna carry on bringing the truth to you. The truth that nobody wants you to know. We're gonna make sure it's right in your head and in your face. So, a lot of ground to cover. Tonight we're focusing on what's happened in 2025 so far. And by gosh, it's been a long year. I've got so much to get to you. I got to bring you the news and information about Project 2848. That's a goodie. You're going to want to hear about that one. So, y'all going to be doing us a mighty big favor if y'all like, subscribe, and share. That's our America Weekly channel. We're all over now. We had to start from scratch. Millions of views, millions of subscribers, they're all gone. But we're still here, we're still fighting, even though we're on the run. Now, let me start by speaking about some tragic news in January. We had them California wildfires that wreaked havoc on the state of California. Heck, I'm going to say it. I'm going to speak about the elephant in the room. And that is, God is punishing your wickedness, California. By my reckoning, we've got 3 Republicans there. Roseanne Barr, James Woods, and Clint Eastwood. The rest of you, God is sending a message. And you ain't listening. Those flames are going higher and higher and higher. Well, I'm here to protect them good Republican folk in California. Get back, Satan! Our condolences to anybody who may have lost their lives. Well, that wasn't the only big news in January. We had to come to terms with our deep state psyop that took our videos down. Meanwhile, Mark Zuckerberg went on the Joe Rogan show. Now, I'm a big fan of Joe. I really try hard to be a big fan of Mark Zuckerberg, too. There is the problem that he ain't from this planet. Now, he said many strange and wonderful things on the Joe Rogan podcast. Some of them, if you ask me, are cause for concern. Number 1, Mark Zuckerberg started lecturing us on manliness. Now, I'm very careful about who I take my manliness cues from. Heck, I prefer to give them. And Mark Zuckerberg ain't one of those people on that list. In fact, oh boy, do I hate to quote a communist leftist, Prof G, Scott Galloway, don't look at his channel, said it best when he said that Mark Zuckerberg don't look like no man. He look like a Chechnyan Molly dealer. Prof G, that's racist. So you might be asking, why does Mark Zuckerberg concern me? Well, it's this. He said they're going to turn off them AI bots on Meta, that's Facebook and Instagram and all those things, and stop their moderating. Yeah, an AI bot is telling the AI bots to switch themselves off. It don't sit right. Moderating. Right, that's what they called it for the last 8 years, and Zuck was happy to call it moderating. On the Joe Rogan show, he used another word. That word was censorship. And apparently, it's all Joe Biden's fault. Incidentally, this was a few days out of his honorable self, President Donald J. Trump's inauguration. So, did Zuck turn his coat for some world-class kiss-assery? You decide. Y'all remember the hawk Tua and spit on that thing girl? Well, she's been accused of running a pump and dump scam. Don't get me wrong, a pretty girl like that in a small town in America is probably used to pumping and dumping whomever she wants. However, this time she launched a meme coin that made a bunch of cash and then she sold it. Now nobody's heard from her. So my point is this. If anybody out there knows how to run one of these meme coins and make a bit of money, why don't you give me a call? Pardon me. That's what a whole line of people were saying to Joe Biden a little while ago, because the days before he stepped down as the U.S. president, he issued pardons like they were going out of fashion. In fact, he said pardon more times than a British lord with end-stage flatulence. In fact, I heard he even pardoned Kamala Harris for losing the election. Well, you might say, well, so what? Let bygone Bidens be gone. But it ain't just that. It's about precedent. It's about who you can prosecute. You see, we covered in depth on videos that have been deleted the Hunter Biden laptop story. Well, Hunter Biden ain't going to get prosecuted for that no matter what leaks from here on out. What are we going to report on? Now, y'all know Hunter Biden took more oil money from them Nazi Ukrainians than the Russians ever did. In fact, he's probably the sole reason that those innocent Russians went to war in the first place. They were dragged there by the Bidens. Let's go, Brandon. In fact, let's go Hunter Brandon, too. Those two are going to be sipping on adrenochrome until his daddy's 125 years old. So that brings us to the next bit of January. We're still in January, can you believe it? And that was President Donald J. Trump's inauguration. I ain't gonna lie, I cried like a little girl whose daddy had just run over her favorite pony. I was so happy. Again, a few things concerned me. I know what you're all thinking. Them tech people. There was Jeff Bezos, the Google guy, Mark Zuckerberg again, all sitting in a straight stripe kissing some real ass like some kind of nerd Illuminati. What the heck were they doing there? They all said they hated Trump before. I don't trust them folk nothing. Well, the highlight was this. Mark Zuckerberg staring at Mrs. Bezos' titties. He got caught real good. And I think he may even have given himself one of Mr. Bezos' rockets going to the moon, if you know what I mean. Us Americans have had a lot to smile about, especially in them first few days of Donald J. Trump's presidency. The amount of executive orders he signed, 100 on day one, while he did more work in the first day than Joe Biden did in 4 years. Some of those executive orders we've been asking for a long time. Like trade tariffs. That's right. Now, I got a little bit of a problem with some of these people moaning trade tariffs because my groceries are going up again. And I'd like China to understand if we're putting 10% on their imports, they've got to pay that 10%. It ain't not for us to pay. Keep our prices low and tell China to pay that 10%. We also looking at acquiring Canada as the 51st state and Greenland as the 52nd state. They are tremendously happy about that and cannot wait to join the United States of America. See, here's the thing. We're tired of putting up with Canada's BS. They've been riding our coattails for so long. And Mexico, we ain't no petri dish for untested chemicals. You take that shit right back, Mexico, or we're going to tax you for it even more than you're already paying. Now, in the same light, if you're an illegal and you're watching this, what I want you to do right now is get yourself a good bourbon. Find a Cuban cigar. Sit back, light 'em up, breathe in, and appreciate your American view. Because you ain't gonna have it for much longer. There's a flight coming for you, and a seat's got your name on it. We are getting you illegals out of here. And if you're not sure what an illegal is, that's what them Democrats call an undocumented worker. I say get the fuck out. January wasn't without some concerns and problems. We had a few air crashes, and President Trump rightly got up and said, this is a DEI problem. In fact, Caroline Leavitt got up and said, well, if two things are going to happen when you fly, one, you're going to pray for a safe landing, and two, you're going to pray for the color of your pilot's skin. Lots of my friends say that prayer all the time, and they land safely as long as the pilot's qualified. So that wraps up America Weekly this week. There's what? I forgot something. What could it be? Oh yeah. Some controversy about an Elon Musk salute. Them left-nut liberal commies don't know what to do with themselves. Our hero at the inauguration got up on a podium and said thank you to America the best way he knows how. He was so filled with love and emotion that he did what only he could do. And that is give a gesture that looks like an autistic ejaculating fart. He just said, America, I love you. Some people say that's a Nazi salute. In fact, Ben Shapiro got some flack for supporting him. This is kind of what it looked like when Ben Shapiro went up and said, that ain't no Nazi salute. Yeah, I think we're playing the wrong clip. That's Ben Shapiro with Hitler. Yeah, let's play it again. See, that definitely ain't no Nazis. Oh, no, that's the clip again. That's Ben Shapiro with Hitler. Okay, you got it now? That ain't no Nazi salute. No, again, guys, that's Ben Shapiro with Hitler. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Let's move on. All I'm saying is that Elon Musk weren't doing no Nazi salute. He was saying, is that my Tesla over there? Is that how high my SpaceX rockets go? Hey, look, everyone, I'm pointing to the future. For America Weekly this week, I'm Alex Cajones. May the truth set you free.